I'm Tim Miser, Associate Editor for Power Engineering Magazine. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals on Tuesday denied two lawsuits challenging the Obama administration's plan to address climate change because the proposed rule, which would require states to cut carbon emissions 30% by 2030, has yet to be finalized. The two lawsuits were filed by a bipartisan coalition of attorneys general from 15 states, led by West Virginia and Murray Energy, the nation's largest privately held coal mining company. The lawsuits claim the EPA exceeded its authority last year when it proposed the plan to reduce emissions from existing coal-fired power plants. Opponents argued that the plan will force coal companies to shut down plants, reduce thousands of jobs, and drive up power prices. Additionally, the parties stated that the EPA already regulates power plant pollutants under Section 111D of the Clean Air Act. An EPA spokeswoman said agency officials expect a final rule by midsummer. 13 states and the District of Columbia have announced support for the proposed rule, while officials from 32 states say that the EPA is overstepping its legal authority. The U.S. residential solar market grew 76% year-over-year during the first quarter of 2015, installing 437 megawatts of photovoltaics, according to a recent report by GTM Research and the Solar Energy Industries Association. The first quarter U.S. Solar Market Insight Report finds the nation installed a total of 1.3 gigawatts of PV across all market segments. Additionally, the residential market grew 11% over last quarter, while the non-residential market installed 225 megawatts in the first quarter of 2015. The utility segment installed 644 megawatts, a 49% increase of new PV capacity brought online in the first quarter of 2015. Utility PV installations have surpassed 500 megawatts for 8 consecutive quarters. Currently, there are 25 project developers with pipelines in development of 100 megawatts or greater. GTM Research forecasts that PV installations will reach 7.9 gigawatts in 2015, up 27% over 2014. The Edison Electric Institute is partnering with the Department of Energy's Defense, Labor, and Veterans Affairs, the Nuclear Energy Institute, the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association, and the American Gas Association to form the Utility Industry Workforce Initiative, which will facilitate the recruitment, training, and retention of exiting service members, veterans, and their spouses into employment in the utility industry. The initiative will also share information on trends about exiting military members and assess how military training aligns with utility industry job requirements. Additionally, the Utility Industry Workforce Initiative complements the Troops to Energy Jobs program launched in 2011 by the Center for Energy Workforce Development in partnership with the Edison Electric Institute and its member companies. According to the Center for Energy Workforce Development, the utility industry will need to replace nearly half of its current workforce over the next decade. During the plenary session of the American Nuclear Society's annual meeting in San Antonio, several leaders spoke about the importance of nuclear energy and how it must be included in the country's energy mix along with coal, natural gas, and renewables. Quote, "My view is that nuclear energy is a present part of the overall energy structure in the U.S., said Doyle Beneby, President and CEO of CPS Energy. Nuclear will be a future and significant component of energy in the U.S., end quote. Beneby did note that nuclear energy has shortcomings with cost overruns and that power must be developed in the right locales in order to financially benefit everyone. Tom Fanning, President, Chairman, and CEO of Southern Company, noted that cost overruns and delays at two Westinghouse AP1000 reactors under construction at Plant Vogtle in Georgia may paint nuclear public opinion in a negative light, but that the long-term benefits exceed the cost increases. Fanning said that new nuclear plants are necessary for the future, but that not every company is ready to build a nuclear power plant. He said the ability to scale up projects, maintain financial integrity to withstand the long-term investment, and build solid expertise are all important before undertaking such a large-scale project. And finally, don't forget to mark your calendars for PowerGen Natural Gas. PowerGen Natural Gas takes place August 18th through the 20th at the Greater Columbus Convention Center in Columbus, Ohio. Join top names in the energy industry to discuss issues surrounding technologies, operation, construction, and maintenance of gas-fired power and production from unconventional hydrocarbon resources. For more information, visit power-gennaturalgas.com. That's your power generation news for today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to look for this newscast twice a week on the Power Engineering website. And you can always connect with our editors and join in the discussion using Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. For Power Engineering News, I'm Tim Miser.